One of the questions often asked is about how to prevent kidney damage or avoid dialysis. Many viewers ask this, and it's one of the most common questions. People wonder how they can prevent kidney damage or avoid dialysis. However, this question comes with different situations, so it is impossible to give a specific answer without considering individual circumstances. That's why today, I'll review the general guidelines and break it down by different situations to give more detailed advice. The question of preventing kidney damage can be categorized into 3 types. The first type is healthy individuals who want to know how to avoid kidney damage. These people may see others with kidney problems and wonder how they can prevent the same fate. The second type is those who have a family history of kidney disease, such as parents or siblings who are suffering from it, and they are concerned that they might develop kidney disease as well. The third type is those who already have kidney disease but are not yet in the terminal stage, and they want to prevent the disease from worsening and avoid dialysis. Now, let's start by talking about how to prevent kidney disease for healthy individuals. For those who have no current issues and are healthy, they might still wonder how to avoid kidney disease, especially since they may see others around them suffering from it. For healthy people, we must first think about what common diseases could occur over time. One of the most common conditions is high blood pressure. High blood pressure can lead to kidney damage, and many patients on dialysis, especially those under 60, have developed kidney failure due to high blood pressure, diabetes, pyelonephritis, or autoimmune diseases. Among these, high blood pressure is often the culprit for kidney failure, even when other conditions are not an issue. People might not even know they have high blood pressure, especially if they haven't had it checked, and it can lead to kidney damage. For example, someone in their 40s might be under a lot of stress, eating out frequently, and gaining weight, all of which can contribute to high blood pressure. If they don't monitor their blood pressure, they might unknowingly develop high blood pressure, leading to kidney damage. Some people come to the hospital only to find out that their kidneys are damaged and they need dialysis. High blood pressure is a very common condition, so it's not an uncommon scenario, and it happens more often than one might think. Even if you are currently healthy, without any diseases or medications, it is still important to regularly check your blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, you should consult a doctor for proper management. High blood pressure usually doesn't have symptoms until something severe like a stroke happens, so even if you feel healthy, it's important to occasionally check your blood pressure, especially when visiting a hospital or clinic with blood pressure monitoring equipment. Additionally, another related point is the importance of not consuming too much salt. As I mentioned before, many of my patients under 60 who are on dialysis have high blood pressure, and many of them say they live their 30s and 40s under great stress. To relieve stress, they would often dine out, drink alcohol, and eat foods high in salt, which led to kidney damage unexpectedly. It's important to manage stress and avoid high salt intake. When we consume too much salt, the kidneys have to work harder to remove the excess sodium, which can put unnecessary strain on them. A common comment I see on YouTube is that salt is essential for humans, so you need to consume enough sodium. Some people even say eating more salt is good. This is completely incorrect. Sodium chloride is crucial for the human body, and without it, humans cannot survive. All living organisms, including animals and plants, need salt to survive, as it is one of the most essential minerals. However, the misunderstanding comes from the fact that some people misinterpret the importance of salt. While it's true that sodium chloride is necessary for the body, in modern society, we actually consume too much salt. Most people who don't follow a low-sodium diet are consuming too much salt, and this is almost universally true. Some people believe they are not eating any salt because they don't add it while cooking, but that's a misconception. Even if you don't add salt, sodium chloride is present in many foods naturally. For example, celery and lettuce contain sodium chloride, so when you eat them, you are still absorbing sodium. Therefore, even if you avoid adding salt, your body still gets sodium from the food you eat. Therefore, there is no diet without sodium, and because of this, when doctors advise, they recommend avoiding foods that are high in salt or eating less salt in your food. Another key point for healthy people to prevent kidney damage is to manage your weight to avoid obesity. Obesity and kidney problems are closely related. When you become obese, you can develop high blood pressure, which in turn can harm your kidneys. Additionally, obesity itself can cause kidney diseases like FSGS, focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, which can lead to kidney damage. Therefore, managing your weight and avoiding obesity is crucial for kidney health. Also, I recently made a video discussing protein intake. Even for healthy people, excessive protein consumption can put strain on the kidneys, so it's important to maintain a moderate level of protein intake. Too much protein is not good for the kidneys. Another key point, just as important as the previous ones, is to avoid taking unnecessary medications. This refers to medications that are not needed. For example, if you have pneumonia, it's essential to take antibiotics because without them, you might risk serious complications. However, many older people in Korea, when they feel a little under the weather, often request antibiotics. In such cases, it's important to remember that unnecessary use of antibiotics can damage the kidneys and other organs. If someone asks whether taking antibiotics for pneumonia will harm the kidneys, the answer is yes, antibiotics can harm the kidneys. However, the risk of kidney damage from the antibiotics is much smaller compared to the risk of dying from pneumonia, so antibiotics are prescribed to treat pneumonia. If pneumonia is left untreated, it can be fatal. The small risk of kidney damage is overlooked in this case. But if you don't have pneumonia or any infections, and you simply feel a bit under the weather, asking for antibiotics when they are not needed can cause harm. Antibiotics won't be effective against a common cold, and taking them unnecessarily can damage the kidneys. Antibiotics can place a strain on the kidneys, and although the risk of kidney damage from them is relatively small, the benefits of using antibiotics for upper respiratory infections are minimal. Therefore, it's important to weigh the risks and benefits before taking antibiotics unnecessarily. In many cases, antibiotics may not be needed for common infections, and using them unnecessarily can have negative effects on kidney health, especially when overused or misused. This risk applies to other medications as well. As any drug carries some potential to negatively impact kidney function, particularly if there's an allergic reaction or misuse. Pain relievers and anti-inflammatory drugs, such as ibuprofen or Advil, can cause kidney damage, especially for individuals with pre-existing kidney issues. For healthy people, occasional use of these drugs might not cause significant harm, but for those already experiencing kidney damage, even a small amount can exacerbate the problem. Therefore, people with kidney problems should avoid using these medications unless prescribed by a doctor. For healthy individuals, regular physical activity plays an important role in maintaining kidney health. Exercise helps improve blood circulation, which in turn supports kidney function by ensuring that blood is properly filtered through the kidneys. Regular physical activity also helps with overall health, including weight management, which is crucial for preventing obesity-related kidney damage. For those with a family history of kidney disease, such as a parent or sibling who has experienced kidney problems or is undergoing dialysis, prevention is key. Even if you're healthy, it's essential to monitor your blood pressure regularly, maintain a balanced diet, avoid excessive salt, and maintain a healthy weight. If your blood pressure starts to rise or you notice other warning signs, it's important to seek medical advice early on. By following a proactive approach to your health, you can reduce the risk of developing hypertension or other kidney-related conditions. One common hereditary kidney disease is polycystic kidney disease, PKD. If a person's father needed dialysis in his 40s due to PKD, the person themselves may have inherited the same gene and could also need dialysis around the same age. Early management is crucial, meaning that if a father needed dialysis in his 40s, the child should start monitoring their kidneys from adolescence. PKD is a progressive condition, with cysts growing over 10 to 20 years, so starting ultrasounds and kidney tests in your teens or 20s is important. A low-sodium diet is key to preventing cyst growth. Reducing salt intake helps limit the amount of sodium entering the kidneys and thus slows cyst formation. Another common hereditary kidney issue is IgA nephropathy. It often begins in childhood, so individuals with a family history should start urine tests in their teens. If symptoms like colds or gastrointestinal infections occur, it's important to do follow-up tests after 2 to 3 weeks to check for any kidney damage. If blood in the urine is detected, immediate medical attention is needed for treatment, which can help prevent further kidney damage. Diabetes also has a genetic component, so people with a family history of diabetes should regularly check their blood sugar levels. Even if they don't have diabetes now, managing carbohydrate intake and exercising can help prevent it from developing later. For individuals already dealing with kidney disease, it's crucial to identify the underlying cause of the damage. If it's due to diabetes, controlling blood sugar is essential. If due to high blood pressure management is necessary. Regular follow-up with a nephrologist is important to prevent worsening kidney function. In people with existing kidney disease, certain medications, especially nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, should be avoided as they can worsen kidney function. If antibiotics are necessary, it's essential to choose ones that are less harmful to the kidneys. Kidney-friendly diets, including low sodium and moderate protein intake, are crucial. Managing overall health through regular exercise, proper diet, and medical care can help slow the progression of kidney disease and avoid dialysis.